Hi, I'm Abhik. Today I'm going to be talking about five offbeat destinations to go this Diwali. Now, the good thing is the Diwali this year is in November first week, and so between 6th and 8th of November. So the five destinations that I would recommend, which are the top five in my list, not necessarily in order that I'm going to say them, would be number one, Cambodia. Cambodia, of course, you need to spend about 8 days in Cambodia, covering Siem Reap, Angkor Wat. So 3 days in Siem Reap. You like beaches? Get to Sihanoukville. It's a lovely, quiet, sleepy coastal resort in Cambodia. And from there, you can get to the capital, Phnom Penh. It's again a pretty laid-back capital. The palace, the streets, shopping, the food. It's really great. But for those who really are fond of the Khmer Rouge culture, I would recommend take a little bit of a detour, go out of the town, and to a place which is now known as the Killing Fields, and these are the live killing fields. Uh, so, in the sense that it's the real thing. Way back in late 1970s, this is where some of uh, the, the the genocide took place, and you can still see the bones of human beings there. But it's now being turned into a museum. So, a bit macabre, but those who are fond of history, you ought to go and visit this place. It's a very anti-war statement that this place actually ends up making. Ah, okay, that's the way I am. Okay. The second place is Sabah in Borneo. Okay, when I'm saying this, so can you see where I'm looking? Am I looking in the right direction? Because I'm looking at this sheet here.
Yeah, it's right. It's right. Here there will be questions which we will put in. So you need
So can I, if I look like this,
yes.
can you
Doesn't
make
make
what
no
I'm
difference. It's
looking?
hardly anything. Doesn't
Hardly
make
anything,
no
right? Okay. Uh, the second destination I would recommend is Sabah, which is in Borneo, Malaysia. And the place I would recommend over there is Kota Kinabalu. You get to stay there. So, what do you do? Again, you get to spend about a week in Kota Kinabalu. It's this fantastic tropical paradise right on the South China Sea. It's got some of the most incredible sunsets that you can think of. So what else can you do? So you have water-based activities. You can go diving over there. You can go snorkeling. The jungles you can take just off the coast of Kota Kinabalu. You have three islands. The largest of which is Gaia Island. Then there is Sapi Island. So you can go from one island to the other, and in between there is one zip line that takes you from one particular island to the other, and then you can also do a jungle walk in one of the islands, and you can top it off by going to the largest of them, uh, and Manukan Island, and where you can do your snorkeling, you can do parasailing, etc. So Kota Kinabalu. Apart from beach, where else can you go in Kota Kinabalu? You can of course do a river rafting. There are two rivers. It depends on what is the kind of rafting that you want to do there. Um, and definitely go for rafting if you're fond of it. If you're going with your family, go for the one which is just about 1.5 hours drive away. But the second one, it's even the journey to the second one is also beautiful because you've got to take a train and go down to a village like that. So that's fantastic. Uh, what else can you do in Kota Kinabalu? You can go and stay in an island, five-star island resort. There are two or three of them off the coast. They are really pristine and they are fantastic. You can go and stay there. And of course, those who are fond of mountaineering, you climb Mount Kinabalu. That's a fantastic thing to do as well. So that's the second on my list of places to go to this Diwali. So what's the third? The third is Myanmar, our closest neighbor. And Myanmar is this place which I feel in the next 5 years is really going to become very big on the Asian tourist scene. It's just getting discovered. In 2010, the military regime kind of opened up a little bit, so the tourists started filtering into Myanmar. So what I would recommend over there is Bagan. So that's my favorite place in Myanmar. the temples of Bagan, and imagine seeing that if you take a hot air balloon early in the morning during sunrise, and you're flying over all these temples, which are dotted all over the fields. It's really fantastic. Another highlight of Myanmar would be a boat ride on the Irrawaddy River to see the sunset there, and you can do it in Bagan again. Lake Inle, another highlight, and of course Mandalay. That's another fantastic place for those who are culturally very fond of places in Southeast Asia. That's my third place. So Myanmar, easy to reach. You can take a flight from Calcutta to Yangon, which is the capital, and it's just a 1.5 hour flight from there. So Myanmar it is. The fourth place that I would recommend in and around India would of course be Bhutan. November is a fantastic place to be there. And first week of November, mind you, is going to be peak season because there are a lot of festivals happening there. So just check the festival calendar in Bhutan. What do you need to cover? Obviously, Paro, which is a lovely valley, and that's where you end up landing as well. That's the only airport in Bhutan, international airport in Bhutan. Thimphu, the capital, which is about a 2 hour drive from Paro, another beautiful valley, a lovely city, a little overgrown town, I'll put it this way. Punakha, another fantastic city. And then, if you're fond of exploring Bhutan, you should get into Bumthang Valley. That's another lovely place to get to. And the last place that I would recommend is Kunming. That's in China. Again, our neighbor, just a 2 hour flight from Calcutta, mountainous. November is a lovely place, time to go there. And Kunming is considered to be the prettiest region of China. And what do you see in this entire area? So Yunnan is the province, Kunming is the capital. So you could go down to Shangri-La, you could go to Lijiang, Kunming, Dali. So these are all the lovely places that you could go down to. So those are my top five: Cambodia, Sabah, Myanmar, Kunming, which is Yunnan, and Bhutan. Thank you. Did it come out well? Yeah. End stream. Okay, good. End. Okay. So we should do this again. Huh? Obviously, this is just a test. Huh? Yeah.